Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again? Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I'm especially talking to you out there. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011 8K Criticism Guide 2009 gives and the rest of the video. But before I do begin, definitely check out freenetwork.com and, of course, troublenetworkstudios.net. If any people want a professional channel banner or a picture or design for you, I will definitely post their link to the official YouTube homepage if you want to check them out there, or you can check them out on their official website, or Google it down below. Best partnership I ever had. I'm probably not going to say that for a while when I'm doing this one because I really want to keep it consistent. This is going to be a whole video now. I did read the prologue of this about 2 weeks ago. It said February 8th. Actually, I was looking through Google and it said one of my usernames on there, which is funny. It's like 35, 40 views the last one got. Thank you very much for the support. I know I'm 2 weeks late on this. A lot of people know I had jury duty I had to do. And luckily for me, I got $300 out of it. That was awesome as hell. But not as much as my job. But you know, it is what it is. I don't care. Money's still money to me. So yeah, let's go on with chapter 1. And without further ado, any of these pictures, they don't belong to me. They belong to like the fan fiction people out there that make these, or Hasbro. They're the ones that own it. I have nothing to do with it at all. I'm just using it as a strictly example and solely strictly as my example. And I'm not going to read the whole chapter. I'll probably read half of it. So let's get it started. So chapter 1. First chapter, Crime and Funishment. Crime doesn't pay, but it sure knows how to party. And I'm not going to do any of the voice acting either. I'm not really talented at that. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. Especially with the girls, it's extremely impossible almost. Sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. That's only for comic dubs. Let's get that straight right now. Twilight, we're robbing a bank. The librarian trembled a little after Pinky's scream, as if the old tree could feel what was happening inside. Let me scoot up a little bit so that way you guys can hear me. You know, my microphone's not the best. I don't have a super professional thing because I don't do this all the time. This is on the weekends I do this now. The library trembled a little after Pinkie Pie's scream. I just read that. The pink pony's smile was brighter than ever, her teeth glimmering like pearls in front of a house on fire. And inside the library, sitting at the table, Rarity and Twilight and Spike looked at Pinkie Pie the way one would at the house on fire. The pearls were optional. Well, not all of them. Rarity just raised her cup of tea, then took a sip mere seconds after Pinkie's outburst. That's a new one, she muttered. Girls! Oh, Spike. Hi, Spike. Girls. Pinkie puts on her serious face. It was different from her normal face because it was extremely serious. We need to rob a bank. Spike squinted. Wasn't the door locked? Hello, Pinkie, Twilight replied, shooting a smile at her friend. Nice to meet you. Always a delight, Rarity said, nodding. I haven't seen you all week, darling. Oh, that's because I was locked in my room, Pinkie replied, trotting to the table, and sitting on Rarity's side. I didn't leave it even for one moment. You didn't? Twilight frowned. At all? At all. No, really. Spike pointed to the still open door. I'm completely sure I locked that up like an hour or two ago. May we ask why you did that, Pinkie? Well, girls, I got this amazing book, you see. Pinkie grinned and clapped her hooves. At first, I didn't really like it, but then it turned out really cool. It has action and comedy and everything. It's all about robbing a bank. Wait, you got a new book? Twilight arched an eyebrow. I don't remember giving you any. Because I didn't get it from you, silly, Pinkie Pie chuckled. I think Mr. Cake brought it from Canterlot. What? The arched eyebrow turned into a frown with an amazing speed. He brought a book instead of getting it from me? Okay, so it's locked, Spike said. Somehow, now all the doors are locked, even though no pony had seen him walking there. How in the name of Celestia did you open it, Pinkie? What a kick. Normal kicks can't open doors like that, but it wasn't a normal kick, silly. It was a pink kick. Oh, I got the concept there. Hey, I'm talking to you too, Twilight said, huffing. I can't believe you got a book that's not from my library. Darling, it's not like you have a monopoly of my books, Rarity said, taking another sip of her tea, but I do have a monopoly of books. That's why I'm angry. Twilight huffled harder. My library is the only one that matters to me. Yes, and given how half of Ponyville's not illiterate as Applejack's dog, that says a lot about your business, Rarity replied, shrugging. Then again, I'm a fashionista, and what I might as well go through only completely nudist towns in Equestria. So, glass hours, I suppose. You read a book about robbing banks, Twilight said, turning to Pinky. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Reading is always good. I must say I'm fairly surprised, Rarity added. Now don't get me wrong, but you don't look like the reading type, or at least not like the kind that would spend the whole week doing nothing but reading. She took a sip of tea. Then again, neither do Fluttershy or Applejack, do they? She looks at Twilight. You and I are the only ones who seem to enjoy every marvelous world of literacy arts, if we ignore Rainbow and her daring-do obsessions. Twilight nodded. So it seems, yeah. Are you kidding me? I always love reading. Pinkie Pie chirped, resting her hooves on the table. And so does Fluttershy. It's just that we don't have that much free time. I mean, I'm planning parties every week, and Applejack takes care of them on the farm. And Fluttershy works a lot with the animals. She pokes Rarity on the side of her face, causing her to spill a little bit of tea. You two are the ones who read the most because you have lots of free time. Silence. Because you barely work at all. Silence! Because you are a business and a failure. Yes! Pinkie Pie, we got it the first time, Rarity interrupted, speaking slightly louder than usual. Thank you very much for your input. You're welcome. Now, I feel like gobbling up a ton of ice cream while I think about my life choices. Rarity finished her tea and got up. If you excuse me. Wait, no! Acting so quick, excuse me, sorry, I'm really struggling with this part. Acting so quickly on one's eye, couldn't follow Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie grabbed Rarity by the shoulders and pushed her down on the chair again. You can't go yet. We need to talk about the bank robbery. What? Twilight rested her elbows on the table. You were serious about that? Pinkie Pie rolled her eyes. Did I look like I was joking, Twilight? I mean, really, did I? Yes. You did? Absolutely. Silence. Pinkie Pie blinked. Well, I was not. We need to rob a bank, or we'll see something like that I'm not picky about. Why would you want to rob a bank, Spike asked. Now back at the table. I understand why Rarity or Twilight wanted more money, seeing a whole business thing. Ugh, sighs. But you, Pinkie, Spike shook his head. Why would you do that? Because it would be so much more fun. Pinkie Pie clapped, like a red book. And I might have to do a second part in this, people. Sorry about the apologies if I do. Just saying. As if I had an adventure, it had humor, and every pony was having such a good time. After reading, I told myself, Pinkie, I can't believe you have never done something like this. It's a perfect adventure. I can't believe that you would have done that. It's a perfect adventure again. Pinkie Pie, Twilight glared at you. We can't do that. But why? We're the good guys. Well, then we just have to rob an evil bank. I mean, duh. Spike raised an eyebrow and... Are those the evil banks out there? Are those good ones? Rarity said, smirking. Anyways, Pinkie Pie, I don't believe we should do such a thing. It's not about if we can do it or not, Twilight said. I think it's the real issue here is that we can find a reason why we would do such a thing. It would literally bring nothing but trouble. This isn't true, Pinkie Pie said, hitting the table with one hoof. We even can't have the perfect team, 6 mares and 1 dragon. Is there anything we can do than robbing evil banks? Rarity cleared her throat with a cough. We can spend a nice afternoon drinking together. I mean, if there's anything interesting. Rares, Pinkie Pie stuck out her tongue. Come on, you know it sounds good and interesting. It sounds like a crime rather than another crime, Twilight said. And hey, what a coincidence. That's exactly what it is. Well, as I said before, we can go and rob an evil bank, so it won't be a crime. Breaking the law is bad, Pinkie said. We don't even need to take money. It's just for fun. We don't need it anyway, do we? She beamed and smiled, and disappeared pretty fastly. Wait, you're a princess, right? But I don't know if Rarity would like some money. She turned to her. I mean, after all, your shop is not really Is today Make Fun of Rarity's Boutique Day? And I haven't been told about any chance, Rarity asks, because this is getting very ridiculous. Ooh, ridiculous enough. Pinky put a leg over Rarity's shoulders. Rob a bank, perhaps? No. Aw. I can lend you another heist if you looked on it so much. If you liked that one so much, excuse me. Twilight said. Then again, maybe you would prefer to get it from some other place because apparently my library isn't good enough. No, I don't want to read about it. I want to live it. Pinkie Pie hit the table with one hoof again. As she was grabbing Rarity by the shoulders with her other leg, she rocked poor Unicorn pretty hardly in doing so, and already have the perfect time for her. Pinky! Twilight massaged the spaces between her eyes with a hoof. No! Come on! I mean, we really need a super duper smart pony to get all the data and maps and plans, all the tiny little details and cool stuff. Pinkie Pie let go of Rarity, much to her relief, and pointed at Twilight. That would be you! Yes, but... And we also need a sassy pony for any pony for always point out the problems in the man and the plans to be so sarcastically about it. She turned to Rarity. That would be you. My neck hurts. Exactly, see? Pinky and Twilight smiled. She's so sassy. No, really? Ouch. And we also need some pony with street smarts and knows how to talk ponies to convince them to do almost anything. Pinkie Pie said. That would be Rarity, so I guess. I think I need a pillow. Oh, and what would I be? Spike asked. The cool guy, the protagonist, the dashing hero? Yeah, that or the mailbox. Pinky patted him on the head. You can use that magic fire of yours to send messages. That's very important. Cool. Spike, Twilight glared at him. No, we're not doing this. Aw. I'm almost done to this first chapter, thank goodness. What else? Pinkie Pie tapped her chin. Ah, well, we need an expert disguise, so she can go fool every pony to her identity. I guess that's Rarity again. Rarity was still rubbing her neck. Well, thanks, I guess. And we also need an expert in high society to complete the act, and a unicorn who can find gems made of gold in her magic. She blinked, and both of them would be Rarity, too, now that I think about it. Wow, you're really going to rob all these banks, Rarity? Spike said. It's amazing. Thanks? Rarity turned to Twilight. Am I supposed to be saying something specific here? Or is this situation as weird as it is for me? Twilight shrugged. Sorry, I'm lost. You could become a professional bank robber. I'm sure I will go far, but better than you. I'll accept your plan. If you will please stop talking about Casserole Boutique that way. Yes. Rarity sighed. I'm in. Yes. Pinkie Pie stood up, and her smile was one of the full that just discovered candy technically counts on a healthy breakfast. Woohoo! So we're all ready to have 3 on our team. Boss, dashing mailbox, and sassy disguising master in high society gold and gems. Radar pony. That's a really huge mouthful if you think about that, people. Let's continue reading. Okay. A pause. We'll call you Rarity for short. Charming. But Twilight, didn't she say she wanted to be a part of it yet? Spike said. And what about you, Pinkie Pie? I already included myself. I'm a boss. Twilight will be the brains once she's in. Wait, what? Twilight frowned. Shouldn't I be the boss? No, your brains. Pinkie Pie shook her head. You plan things, and I follow plans except for the ones that fail for you. And in my improvisation saves the day, but you might be the right hoof. But, Twilight blinked, but I'm always the leader, aren't I? Well, yes, but we're talking about bosses, not leaders. Pinkie Pie trotted to Twilight and porked at her muzzle. Are you in? Pinkie Pie, what you want to do is extremely illegal. It doesn't need to be, Rarity. I'm pretty sure that Pinkie Pie was just something like you in the heist. Yes, indefinitely. Well then, we can now do whatever we want, as long as we plan to be before Hoof and do it before an extremely overcomplicated way. We already brought the of tea to her lips, so remembered that she had drank the entire thing a couple of minutes ago. So she started at it with a heartbroken pout on her face for a couple of seconds before looking up again. We can just now, I don't know, go to the money bags bank and change the red ink for the green ink? She turned to Pinkie Pie. Would that be enough? Pinkie Pie squinted and smiled at her face. The perfect crime. Okay, so Rarity pointed out. And Pinkie Pie, that's it. Twilight said, do you really want to do that, Pinkie Pie? It will be fun, like spending some quality time together, but instead of talking, we rob banks, pens, etc. She nodded to herself. Yup, I couldn't ask for anything more. And that wasn't Big Nat talking either. That was still Pinkie Pie. I don't know how many voices this girl has. It's crazy. We're almost to the end, people. Bear with me. It will be fun. Alright, there they said it. Well then, I guess we can... Wait a minute. There, Twilight. Pinkie Pie put a hoof on Twilight's chest. If we're going to do this, we're going to do it properly. And what does that mean? Spike asked. Oh, my dear little dragon, Pinkie Pie chuckled. That means we're going to get the old gang back together. So second part of this story, the second chapter, getting the gang back together. So hopefully you like that. That was, it felt like it was a whole hour. It was only 17 minutes almost, as I'm looking at the camera. But I'm really forward, really super interested in looking at this rest of this chapter. Hopefully you guys stood around to the last parts of this chapter right here. We're only in the beginning, so this is going to be a while. Like I do say, people, I'll put the link in the description box if you want to look at all 8 to 10 of the chapters, because there's already 8 of them now. Last time I checked there was 5, now there's 8. So it's getting bigger. So I gotta give credit where credit is due. Shout out to this person right here, the one that made the Crime and Funishment, let's see, Crime and Funishment fan fiction. Let's see, it was by Aragon. So shout out to you, Aragon, for watching. Like I do say, people, peace out once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you guys every day, every night, wherever around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't take too reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it collective, all that good stuff. And until then, next time, guys, peace out. Ladies and goodbye. Brand new videos on this channel almost every single day. You guys take it easy, stay safe. Be yourself, be you. Be safe, everyone. All that good stuff. Deuces, I'm out of here. I'm out like sauerkraut. You guys take care. See you around. Ladies and goodbye. And I'll talk to you guys in the next future video. Take it easy. I'm out. See you guys around, and take it easy, people. And I'm out of here.